Well, I know it's kind of close up, but my gooseneck is not working that great. And every time I touch the table, it will bounce. But we'll get this done. I hope you have your folding done. The scrapbook paper folds to the inside because that's what's going to show. And the box folds, so if you have a texture, then you want it to be on the outside. Grab my glue, and the box side gets glued to the inside. All the way around.
Oh my goodness.
And I do hope I stay in camera and that it's focused. That's all I can do is hope. And one more. Sorry about the bouncing, nothing I can do about it. At least not with this setup. Okay. Your scrapbook box, your flat piece glued to the outside so it doesn't show. And we're going to hope I get through this without the dogs having a meltdown, because it's almost time for the mailman. Okay, outside. Am I still in? I hope so. I can't see the screen. Okay. Inside. Now we'll stick it in the box. Pretty fit. And your flaps will glue down right over the top of it. You don't have to put the flaps on. If you want to cut them off, you can. But I wanted this edging a little more finished. So we got flaps. And I'm going slow enough, you might be able to make yours with me. And this is the small one, but what I did was I turned off the pen writing. And I'm just going to use chalk on here so you can't see that. But I turned off the pen writing so it won't take so long writing everything. last one. And then we get to the fiddly bits. And the fiddly bits. AKA the insert. And I can tell I'm crashing. My hands are going to start shaking. Okay. Take one of your small ones and one of your big ones. Make sure your folds are always going the same direction. I slip it in like on these because it's easier to get into the spots. Okay. Now let's do the next one. On the solid part and down. Solid. See, this is where it gets fiddly. Down. And down. Nice. Then I turn it over where all the opens are on the bottom, and I do the same thing. Stick it on this where it's easier. Well, you have to have them together in order to do that. Didn't notice I was apart. Okay. In. 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 And then give it a slide. Up to, I know my hand's in the way, up to the slit. And then just start working it down. And you'll feel it when it catches. And there we go. And just work each one of them up until you know that you have each of them in its slot. Push it down. I promise it gets easier as you go. 2 together. 2 together and in. 2 together and in, in. Slide it over to the slot. Oh, hello, Gerald. Don't stick your big head in here. You have to excuse my dog. And in, I say. There we go. And in. Fiddly. But it sure works. And once you get them together, you won't have to take them apart. And if you glue them, that's even better. I do not plan on editing this video, so you can just fast forward. I wanted to get it out to Stacy as quick as I could. Over. Give some wiggles, let them catch. Sorry, realized I was off camera again. Okay. It's just fiddly. Fiddly. It does get easier as you get to the end. And you can feel when you get it in the slots where they belong. You can just feel it slip right down in there. See, that one's not in there yet. And slide it up to the thing. One more. Oh, and the reason I cut this one out of cardstock is because the acetate, I would have had to have taken the front off of it and then fiddled around with it. I wouldn't have been able to get the video out to you as quick. So I went ahead and cut this one in cardstock. Put a done stamp on it. Should have grabbed some pins. There you go. Okie dokie.